Hey there, everybody. Son of the Morning here, and we're here doing another comic review. And we're always interesting when we're doing a review that's a number one, and always interesting when it's an indie. So, this is Hidden Society by Rafael Scavone, Rafael Albuquerque, with Marcelo Costa and Bernardo Bryce, published by Dark Horse Comics. Always like to like it when I find a number one because it gives us a nice starting point. We don't have anything going from behind us. Something new. At any rate, before we get going, I'd just like you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like seeing indie reviews. I do a lot of indie reviews. I do also do some of the big stuff too. Not a lot of it, just certain stuff I like. But I do also do a lot of indies, plan on doing a lot more indies. It's something I like. So if you're into indie comics and indie reviews, subscribe to the channel, like the video, that sort of thing. At any rate, Hidden Society is an interesting story. So it starts out with this guy who's kind of like a creep, kind of like a gangster type. He's playing poker and he's cheating. And in walks this young woman, and she looks on the little book that she has, and she reads the name. And she starts asking around. She says, is he Ricky? And so she needs to know if, is this Ricky person in her book? I don't know. Anyway, this guy, like I said, he's a scumbag. But we'll get to that in a second. She likes to drink the cheapest stuff she can get her hands on, apparently. Tough chick. So like I said, he was cheating. They're gonna start a fight. The bartender, whoever, break it up and say, it's enough. We'll get out of here. He goes with her, and he thinks it's his lucky day. Unfortunately for him, she's got some sort of red burning eyes power, and leaves him smoking and apparently dead on the ground. And remarks to him that he should say goodbye to his soul. So, next we have this young lady with her guard dog. She's a blind young lady walking. She's got this medallion on her right shoulder. Some real cool guys, that's sarcasm, by the way, notice that she's blind and decide that she's an easy target for mugging. Always nice. At any rate, what they see and what they want is the medallion that's on her shoulder, and they ask her to give it up, so she just gladly says okay, and she twists on it, and out comes this little guy here. But as he comes out, he, boom, pow, crash, takes out all of the muggers. She's not happy with him that he's broken bones and stuff like that, but he's like, hey, I didn't kill anybody. Like, come on, give me a break, That's what he's saying right here. So next, these two are just chilling when out of nowhere this wizard comes out of nowhere and basically tells them that, you need to come with me. And he says to her that, even though she can't see other people, that he knows that she can see him, that she belongs with him, that they're gonna go and do some magic, and she wants to know more. Next, we come to this guy here. He's a magician, or like an illusionist, I guess. And what he's gonna be doing is trying to make the Brooklyn Bridge disappear. and he's getting himself ready. His name is Jadoo. So Jadoo is getting ready to get his Brooklyn Bridge thing going when he's first accosted by the wizard guy in his mirror. He gets a little bit freaked out by it, but he's like, okay, whatever. I gotta get over this. But then he kind of remembers that he's heard his mother use this weird language that this wizard used. So he gets a little freaked out, and one thing he's constantly worried about is everybody checked the new mirror? Things have to be. We need the new mirror to be tested, or things are gonna go wrong. And so he goes, and he's about to make the Brooklyn Bridge disappear, and it doesn't disappear, and so he's upset. His crew member here's freaking out about it. He goes off, and all of a sudden he's starting to talk in that weird wizardy language, and so then all of a sudden it gets fixed. The mirrors go up. No more Brooklyn Bridge. The cheers. He's done his job. Starts going off in the weird language. Goes back into his dressing room area, where he's confronted by Mr. Wizard again. And he tell him that he needs to listen to him, that he knows these words. The fact that he's able to speak these words on his own without anyone teaching to them means that he's super duper special, and that he needs to join. One problem is that and I mean he's into it. One problem is that they've left the Brooklyn Bridge disappear. So, he hasn't brought the Brooklyn Bridge back. So this is problematic. But at any rate, he goes and he jumps through into the mirror to join this little magical society of characters here. And I really like the art on this part here. I really especially this guy. I can't remember his name right now. I'm sure we'll see it again, and I'll let you know what his name is. But I really like the art on this page. This collection of he's very funny too. I haven't been describing his dialogue. I've just been telling you what's been going on. But he's a very funny character. So he joined them in the wizard room, and they're in the wizard room. He's just gotten there, and he thinks that he's a rabbit. Of course, he's not a rabbit. And so, they're basically telling him this is where real magic happens, and you're gonna help do real magic. The others are already convinced. And so, by the way, this wizard's name is Ulu. Or Uya? Ulu, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm never 100% sure with stuff like that. But this is Ulu. And we've seen her before with a name in her book. And we've seen what she did to the person that was the name in her book. So there's kind of a little bit of foreshadowing here that there's gonna be some trouble brewing. So, but they're telling him you're super important. You may just think you're just an illusionist, but you're really important. But she's ready. She's has a mission. She's on that mission, and she says, we can't fail, or all we'll be lost forever. And then she's off for blood. She's gonna kill this guy. And she turns the page. and they're waiting for her, or he's waiting for her. Mr. Magician, Mr. Ulu, he says, he's like, hey, you made it. I've been waiting. You finally got here. So, of course, and we find out her name is Mercy. Mercy is very surprised by this, and her response is, what the you know what. So that is how this issue ends. I don't know if there's anything for, I guess not for the next one, but that was Hidden Society #1. For #1, it was an interesting story, interesting way to bring a few people together, a few interesting characters. Wish I knew what that guy's name was there. Okay, this here is Orcus, and this is Laura. Sorry about that. Orcus is awesome. He's hilarious. At any rate, this has been my review here of Hidden Society #1 by Raphael Scavone and Raphael Albuquerque on Dark Horse Comics. If you like this, if you like indie content, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. This is the Son of the Morning. See ya.